So Real Madrid 100% success so far over in Spain as they make it 3 wins from 3. But all the headlines were with Athletico Madrid as they hit 7. We'll talk all about it video today. We'll take a look at match number 4. That's right, over in La Liga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button back to all things La Liga related, Baba Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys, under one Rooski, of course. There are 4 teams that are still 100%, or when I say 100%, unbeaten, of course, over in La Liga, but of course that could all change this coming week. We'll take a little look in a second, of course. If you're new, make sure you smash your subscribe. Your one-stop shop for La Liga is right here, and of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, that's right. Let's get into it, though. Of course, have a look at how I got on, how you guys got on, and of course, let's kick on forward to the next weekend action. So here we go then, of course, kicking back with the results right here, right now. My picks are on the left, the real deal's on the right. So Las Palmas, they could only muster a draw against Sociedad. I went with the way side there. Real Madrid, 1-0 winners over Celta Vigo, 3-0 win in my eyes. Cadiz with a 1-1 draw against Almira. I went with a 2-1 win. Granada, 3-2 win over Mallorca. I went with a 1-0 win myself. Girona, 2-1 away day win over Sevilla, who I believe have just transfer listed the whole squad as mega chaos ensues over in Sevilla. That's right. Barcelona, 7-goal thriller, 4-3 in the end of a Villarreal. No Benito Diaz goal just yet, but what a game that would have been. 2-1 win Osasuna over Valencia, of course. Bilbao, 4-2 wins over Betis. Getafe, 1-0 win over Alaves, which I got spot on the nose, and Athletico 7-0 demolition job of Rayo Vallecano. Of course, the table, though, looks like this. And as you see, Real Madrid 100% so far, 9 points on the board, with Atletico breathing down there. Girona way up there. Barcelona, Bilbao, and then they're chasing back. Going down, Celta Vigo, Almira, and Sevilla, of course, who will be in the Champions League draw at the end of this week. So, crazy times. It is a crazy time also in the old Super Brew. Let's bring that bad boy up for you to admire, or if you're like me, to hide away in shame. So here we go then. Of course, take a little look at the Spanish Super Brew. We're hopping on over, hopscotching, and here we go. That's right. So actually, not too shabby, Durkee boy. Let's go to this one, and then we're going to hop over here. So James Peace FC got 14.5 points on the board. Teabi up there with 12.5. Ultra Almira with 10.5. And then Hussein, and then the chasing back. I actually scored myself 6.5, which is not great, but it actually has me down into 6th spot right here, right now. If we have a look at the overall leaderboard in Spain, Jimmy Watton running away with it, 33 points on the board. The Kingslayer up there in second, 3 spots move to number 2. James Peace FC moving 14 test spots to number 3. He's wearing the yellow cap as, of course, big mover. Shepherd down. He's saying, Hussein up 11 spots to number 7. And I'm a non-mover. Non-mover at 6. If you see your name, smash the old thumbs up. That's the rules around here. See your name, smash the old thumbs up. That's that. Ignore that. We're back in there, and there I am, of course. Here we go then. Of course, looking forward to the next round of games coming at you thick and fast. That's right. I'm going to start with Cadiz against Villarreal. Are we? No, we're not. We're going to absolute the big bad boy zinger, of course, for the weekend. It's Athletico Madrid up against Sevilla. It's pretty much top versus bottom, really, isn't it? Athletico are on a red hot form right now. 62 times they played each other, these two sides, over the course of since 1993. We've got 20 wins for Athletico, 21 wins for Sevilla, though 21 draws as well. Athletico, their biggest win, 6-1 wins, scoring 90 goals in those 62 games, 1.45 goals game ratio. Up against Sevilla, their biggest win, 4-0, of course, scoring 79 goals in those 62, 1.27 goals game ratio. They come into this, though, 4 defeats on the bounce, 25% form for them over the last 6. As for Athletico, unbeaten in the last 6, 75% form for them heading into this last round, though, over at the Civitas Metropolitano in the league. It was a 6-1 win last time. That was back in March 2023. Seems to be a bit chaos right now for Sevilla, and I don't know what's going on. Of course, you know, they turned their season around with that Europa Cup win last season, but really they kind of struggled or stagnated, having a woeful season last season because they were nowhere near the European spots. They are rooted, and of course, Athletico are in second, but the odds for this game right here, right now, as I come at you, 2-1 on is your Athletico. They're red hot. 16-5 is the draw. 5-1 is, of course, your away win. Transfer window shuts this week for Spain as well, but I'm going to go 3-2 2 win. Give them a bit of hope, but I think Athletico will take the points anyway. Moving on to Real Betis up against Vallecano. That's coming at you on Saturday, September the 2nd. Now, these two sides have played each other 31 times since 1995. Of course, 13 wins for Betis, 8 wins for Vallecano, 10 draws, of course. Betis, though, biggest win, 4-0 win, scoring 52 goals in those 31 games, 1.68 goals game ratio. Up against Vallecano, their biggest win, 3-0 win, scoring 40 goals in those 31 games, 1.29 goals game ratio. Vallecano on 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. Real Betis are in 33% form, just 1 win in 6. Betis are in 9th, Vallecano are in 8th. Last time around over at the Benito Villamaran, it was a 3-1 win for Betis. That was back in May 2023. The odds for this game coming at you right here right now. We've got 11-10 on is your Real Betis. We've got 12-5 is the draw, and we've got 3-1 is your away win, which is Vallecano. We're going to go with the 3-1 win for Betis to start the month of September with a bang. Next up we have, I think it's Osasuna taking on Barcelona coming at you on Sunday, September the 3rd. That's right, these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes. Well, we're thinking about it. The computer's like, you know what? I don't know how many times they played each other because oh, no, there we go. 42 times since 1993. We've got 6 wins for Osasuna. We've got 26 wins for Barcelona, and we've got 10 draws, of course. Osasuna's biggest win, 3-1 win, scoring 33 goals in those 42 games, 0.79 goals game ratio. Up against Barcelona, their biggest win, 8-0 win, scoring 102 goals in those 42 games, 2.43 goals game ratio. They're on red hot form, winning 5 of the last 6, 92% form for them. They're in 4th, up against Osasuna on 50% form for them, winning 3 and losing 3, who are in 6th right now. Last time around over at the Estadio El Salda, it was a 2-1 win for Barcelona. That was back in November 2022. The odds, though, 4-1 is your Osasuna, 3-1 is your draw, 20-13 on is your Barcelona. Red hot favourites. Going to go with a red hot 3-0 win for them to take it to the house. Deportivo Alaves taking on Valencia. Let's get into this one then. Of course, coming at you, when is it? It's actually on Saturday, September the 2nd. Now, these two sides have played each other again. Computers just thinking, I don't know. Ask me again. Speak to me in Spanish. It says, I'm not speaking to you in Spanish because I can't speak Spanish. But anyway, they played each other 27 times since 1988. We got 5 wins for Alaves. We got 15 wins for Valencia. And we got 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for Alaves, just to 2-0 win, scoring 26 goals in those 27 games, a 0.96 goals game ratio. Up against Valencia, 5-0 win was their biggest, 48 goals scored in 27 games, 1.78 goals game ratio. They are on 67% form, Valencia, right now, winning 4 of the last 6, into 6th of the table with 6 points on the board. Up against Alaves, who are down to 14th, 3 points on the board, 2 wins of the last 6. Not great right now. Last time around over at the Estadio de Metroza, it was a 2-1 win for Alaves back in February 2022. But the odds coming at you right here, right now, 90-10 is your Alaves, 90-10 is the draw, 30-8 is your Valencia. Back into Valencia here, 2-1 win for me on the road, 3 points in the bag, and of course away they go. Let's go. Cadiz up against Villarreal. That's where we all kick off this coming week on the 1st of September. It's a Friday. Estadio de Ramon de Careza. Played each other 10 times, these two sides since 2005. Got 1 win for Cadiz, 4 for Villarreal, 5 draws, of course. Cadiz, biggest win, only win, 1-0 win, scoring 8 goals in those 10 games, 0.80 goals game ratio. Up against Villarreal, 3-0 win, their biggest, 14 goals scored in those 10 games, 1.40 goals game ratio. Just 1 minute 6th for Villarreal right now. They're in their 13th spot with 3 points on the board. Cadiz, 67% form for them. They have 4 points and 10th in the table right now. Last round in Cadiz, it was a 0-0 draw back in October 2022. Cadiz just lost 1 to the last 3 against them. The odds for this, though, 12-5 is your host, 23-20 is your away win, 23-10 is the draw. Diaz to score the winner, 1-0 on this one to take it to the house. Girona, who are flying high up against Las Palmas, of course, coming at you on, I think that's Sunday as well. Yes, it is. It's Sunday, September the 3rd. Now, these two sides, according to my eyes, oh, come on, computer. It's just not with me today. 22 times since 2008, 8 wins for Girona, 7 for Las Palmas, 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for Girona, 6-0 win, scoring 37 goals in 22 games, 1.68 goals game ratio. Up against Las Palmas, 5-2 win, their biggest, 30 goals in the 22, 1-3, 1.36 goals game ratio. Though Las Palmas are in 16th with 2 points, 1 win in 6, 33% form for them. Up against Girona, of course, in 3rd right now, unbeaten in the last 6, including a win over Rovers, 83% form for them at the moment. Last round in Girona, it was a 0-0 draw. That was back in August 2021. The odds for this one, though, Girona 5-3 on for this one. Red hot favourites. Of course, 92 is your Las Palmas, 3-1 is your draw. Going to go with a cheeky one for Girona, who could top the table with that win and results going their way. I think this is Mallorca coming at you up against Bilbao, coming on Sunday, September the 3rd, of course, at the Stadion de Son Moi, I think. 42 times they played each other since 1997. We've got 14 14 wins for Mallorca, 18 wins for Bilbao, and 10 draws. 6-1 win, the biggest for Mallorca, 52 goals scored in 42 games, 1.24 goals game ratio. Up against Bilbao, managed by Estado Valverde, 4-0 win, their biggest, 58 goals scored in 42 games, 1.38 goals game ratio. 50% form for Bilbao, back-to-back wins though, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. 42% form for Mallorca right now, back-to-back defeats though, 17th in the table, just 1 point on the board thus far. Last time around in Mallorca, it was a 1-1 draw. That was back in May 2023. The odds for this though, we have 11-5 the host, 2-1 is the draw, 11-8 is the away win. Tight one here, 2-1 win for the visitors, 3 points in the bag, and away they go. Real Madrid up against Getafe, that's coming at you on Saturday, September the 2nd. Of course, they are table toppers up against Getafe, who are mid-table right now. Played each other 37 times since 2004. We've got 27 wins for Real Madrid, 6 for Getafe, and 4 draws, of course. Real Madrid, 6 they win their biggest, 83 goals scored in those 37 games, 2.24 goals game ratio. Up against Getafe, they've only won 6 times, 3-1 was the biggest, 28 goals scored in 37 games, 0.76 goals game ratio. Getafe, though, 42% form for them, just 1 defeat past 4, 11th on the table, 4 points on the board. Real Madrid top the table, 100% so far, 9 for 9, 3 wins on the bout, 67% form for them over the last 6. Last time around in Madrid, over in the Bernabeu, it was a 1-0 win for Madrid, who are actually 3 games unbeaten, 3 wins on the spin without conceding a goal. But of course, coming at you right here, right now, what we're looking at, the odds, we've got 10-3 on Madrid. Banker, of course, 70-4 is the draw, 52 is the away win here. Going to go 3-0 here, clean sheet, and of course remain top of the table. My boys, Sociedad up against Granada. That's coming at you this coming Saturday, September the 2nd. Now these two sides again played each other around about 20 times since 2011. 11 wins for Sociedad, 5 for Granada, 4 draws, of course. Sociedad, 3-0 win, their biggest, 35 goals scored in 20 games, 1.75 goals game ratio at the moment. Meanwhile, Granada, 5 wins, of course, 3-0 the biggest, 23 goals scored in 20 games, 1.15 goals game ratio. 67% form for Granada right now. They are 3 points, 15 for the table, 4 wins the last 6 games. Sociedad unbeaten in the last 6, however. 3 draws on the spin, 12 for the table, but of course, unbeaten. So pretty good, but unbeaten down, out of sight. 2-0 last time around. That was back in, of course, February 2022. Sociedad back-to-back home wins. And let's go around back-to-back clean sheets as well against them when at home. The odds for this one, we have 5-2 on is your Sociedad, 15-4 is a draw, 11-2 is your away win. 2-0 win for me for Sociedad, take it to the bank, and 3 points in the bag. And then I think this could be the final one, is Almira up against Celta Vigo. It's coming at you on Friday, September the 1st. Played each other 14 times, 2004. We got 4 wins at Almira, 8 for Celta Vigo, 2 draws, of course. Biggest win for Almira, 3-1 win, scoring 18 goals in 14 games, 1.29 goals game ratio. Up against Celta Vigo, 3-0 win, 25 was their biggest, 25 goals scored, 1.79 goals game ratio. Celta Vigo without a win in 3, 58% form for them right now, just 1 point thus far. Up against Almira, 25% form for them. They are 19th, 1 point on the board as well. 3 draws at last 6. The rest have been defeats, of course. Last time around, 3-1 win it was for Almira back in October 2022. The odds, though, for this one, we have 8-5 for Almira and 13-8 to Celta Vigo. 23-10 is the draw. Could be a draw here. Smells like a draw. And I've gone for the draw as well. 1-1 in the end for me. And, of course, this is, of course, the grand master plan right here, right now. And if I'm right, the table will look like this. Of course, Real Madrid 4 for 4, and a gap already opening up between themselves and Bilbao in the rest of the Champions League spots. Of course, Athletico Madrid, Barcelona making a familiar top 3 with Girona hanging on in there to, of course, continue their fantastic start to the campaign. Going down, Almira, Mallorca, and Sevilla making 4 defeats on the spin. They are in trouble. Of course, you could be in trouble if you don't get your Super Brew in, so make sure you do just that. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, catch us back again before, I think this is the last batch of games before the international break. So a week's break, but of course, we'll be back with a match day by 5 not too long away. Until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up. Of course, catch you later for the next one.